what do we do in this course? We design rational agents. What's that? An agent is some entity that perceives and acts. What does that mean? Well, here's an agent. Here's an agent that's trying to get at some kind of apple. We'll come back to this agent again later. And we can think about this agent with the following diagram. We'll draw these agent diagrams from time to time. The agent here, you think of, there's an environment and there's an agent, right? What's the difference, right? The environment is what you don't control. The agent is what you do. So in particular, where you draw that boundary, right, you might think when you're driving, the agent is like the car. It can turn left, it can turn right. But right, the agent's also your arms, right? You have to move the steering wheel, right? And if the car's not working right, maybe you want to think of the car as the environment. Or maybe your arm's not working right. You just threw out your elbow, right, and driving so hard. Now the line between the agent and the environment is in your head. You can send the signal to your arm, but who knows what your trick arm is going to do, right? And so where we draw this abstraction, just like in everything else in computer science, depends on the problem we're solving and what abstraction is safe. Okay, so what can an agent do? It can perceive. We have percepts coming in, right? We have actions going to the environment. What does the environment do? It does whatever the environment does. The world does its thing. And then the agent takes what comes in and it formulates an action using the question mark. What the heck is the question mark? That's the all-important agent function. That's the thing that maps inputs, sensation, to outputs, actuation. Okay, so a rational agent chooses actions that maximizes its utility since it doesn't know what's going to happen. Like this agent's not really sure whether it's going to succeed. We have to talk about expectations. The characteristics of the percepts, the environment, the action space tell us how to solve the problem. If an agent can see everything, that's one thing. If the agent can't, that's another thing. So for example, if you think about a video game, sometimes you can see the whole board, sometimes there's a fog of war, and in general, you don't always have full information. The techniques you use are different, okay? This class is largely about general AI techniques that apply to a variety of problem types, and about learning to recognize when and how a problem can be solved by one of those techniques by thinking about what kinds of percepts do I have, what kinds of environment do I have, is it adversarial, is it fully observed, and so on. And as we go through this course, you'll get more and more of these tools to deal with more and more complicated environments.